Hello, testing. Just test the sound. I'll be with you in a minute. Don't worry, I'll be there. Just testing the sound. Hello. I'll be with you in a minute, don't worry, not a problem. Right, take 2 for the night. Anyone who was with us just then for YouTuber's Life will realise that didn't really go particularly well. Hopefully, this will go a little bit better. I think we should get rid of this and reveal. Hello, Football Manager. A new save for 2018. It's a new save. I've only done the Revitalising Villa save for 2018. I've been really enjoying it. Hope you guys are checking that out on YouTube because it's some of my best work yet, I've got to tell you. But we do have today, on a Sunday night, a snowy, drippy. It's a horrible night, so no one should be outside. Everyone should be inside. Everyone should have Twitch up. I mean, it will be on YouTube, so if you're watching this on YouTube tomorrow, if the stream goes well, it'll be up on YouTube, then so be it. But you should be watching this Swindon Town save. I know, listen, I know what you're out there thinking, and you're going, well, why Swindon? What? I don't understand. Why Swindon? Well, to tell you the truth, the real fact of the matter in it is that I think that Swindon Town, it's a save that not many people have done. I will say that much. It's a save not many people have done. It's a save that I think a lot of people haven't really thought about doing either. It's a save that actually makes sense personally for me. Swindon is where I am based at the moment. It's where I am living. This area, this whole area is Swindon. I have made friends in Swindon. Some of you may be watching it right now, and if you are, of course, give me a shout out. It's there's a personal feel to it, just like there is a revitalising Villa save. There's a personal feel to that, of course. There's a personal feel to this. This is like an ode to Swindon to me. It's a goodbye to Swindon as well, I've got to tell you, because in 2 weeks I'm moving. So goodbye Swindon. So let's do this. A couple of nights of streaming this could be quite fun, I think. So let's see how it goes tonight, and we will go from there. Let's start it off. It's literally right at the start of the save, as you'll see here with the inbox. Welcome to Swindon. That was the first one there. I did see that one. Swindon have unveiled Carl Dixon as their new manager. Thank you very much. The Energy Check County Ground. I mean, it's the county ground. It's the county ground. I've used the player manager that it was from before, so deal with it. Welcome to Swindon, says Lee Power, the chairman. Let's go through these. Let's go through these interviews. Is the word I was looking for. Let's get rid of rubbish, because I need some sort of map for my mouse because it's making a weird noise on the table. So let's try this again. Hello, that's a bit better. sorry. Here we go. Right, Swindon Town, Sky Bet League 2 side, of course. Before the start last season, they were relegated to League 2 and they were expected to go straight back up. I don't think they've quite done as well as they expected to do this year. And they have recently lost their manager, Flitcroft. The manager, I believe was his name. He left the club. So today is going to be a big task. Philosophies then. Sign young players for the first team. I can do that, and develop players in the club's youth system. Well, if it's good enough, I believe I can do that too. If we attend the meeting. Yeah. Give me some history. Why not? I'm happy with that. Yes, it'd be good. Yes. Okay, give me the... These are all run-of-the-mill things for Football Manager fans, of course. And they often get missed out of video. This is a stream, so you deal with it. Alan McLaughlin is the under-18s manager. Is he the assistant? Have we got an assistant? He wants an inter-squad friendly. I'm thinking no. I don't get them. I don't understand them. I don't think they work too well, especially when you lose to your youth team, which happens quite a lot for me. Yes, I will meet my backroom staff. I would like him to set up opposition instructions, because it's just to help. Training wise, it's going to annoy some of you. I'm going to leave it all training and match reputation just because it's easier sometimes. All of the squads, reserve and youth teams. Yeah, you've got the only youth team. We haven't got an under 23s team. Bizarre. Yes. Friendlies wise, I would like you to arrange them as well. I'd like to take control there. Agent offers. Don't filter them, it's fine. And I'm the boss, I'll do the team talks, thank you very much. Okay, that's that done then. And yeah, we take a look at Swindon then. Transfers wise update, in terms of the loans, we've got a lot of loan players in. As you can see here. Kellen Gordon, Ollie Banks, Roland Menayesi, Chris Hussey, Timmy Elsnick are all in from Derby, Sheffield United, Bristol Rovers and Oldham respectively. Tom Smith, Tom Aldridge, Scott Twine and Will Henry out on loan to different places. Chippenham involved there, so local place to here, Chippenham. So Bath really, quite local. Interesting. Swindon then. Looking at the team, I mean there's one big injury. Kyle Knoll, a great first team. A great first name by the way. Out for 7 to 8 months with a damaged kneecap. That's a nasty one. That is a nasty injury to have a damaged kneecap. Looking at him though, he's not that good. Right back, 20 years of age. I mean, it's worrying that he's seen as a very, very good player on this save. I'm not going to lie to you, that's slightly worrying to me. Why is he seen as a top class save? Yeah, he's the best right back as well. Wow, I mean this squad's going to be fun to look at in a second. Responsibilities, yes, we've done that. Swindon Town, a background. Right then, look at the history. Founded in 1879, Swindon Town, a professional English club, played in League 2. Suffered relegation last season. Played their home games at the county grounds. Can't get my words out. Good training facilities, basic youth facilities. Now that's a problem for me because he wants me to bring in youth players and bring them through the academy. But we have basic youth facilities, so that's a problem. Club's training ground is Liddington and the youth team play at Liddington. The club also has average junior coaching and average youth recruitment. There's a problem, look. Club is affectionately known as the Robins and retain a fierce rivalry with Oxford, Bristol City and Reading. Interesting. Swindon did win the League Cup in 1969, won the English League 2 for their only time in 1996. Hopefully we'll do it again. They finished runners-up twice, I'd take that. Runners-up in the Community Shield in 1911 and won the English 4th tier in 86 and 2012, which actually got his League 2, so that was at League 1. Interesting. They won League 1 once, Carabao Cups, League 2 twice, and the English Southern League Premier Division non-league stuff, of course. Okay, McLaughlin presents the Swindon report. The goalkeeper is best of 3 players. We've got some goalkeeper depth, which is good, but no quality depth outside the first team, which is interesting. Youth prospects wise, Ollie Rejek is one of them. Sorry, this silence is fear. Please tell me that's not the best. Paul Giamatti sounds very mobsterish. He's got a good first touch, good composure. Not bad actually, not bad for the level. Alright, I'll take that. And Joe Romansky. Again, not great. Not great. Not bad. Could be worse. £250,000 to spend is quite interesting actually at this level. There's a lot of room to manoeuvre. Plenty of room in the wage budget too. Cole Noel is the best free player ever. Chris Hussey is a man that a lot of people know, 28 years of age of course. I know from Sheffield United. His stats are pretty good for the level actually. He's the first team player on the left hand side I think, and he will do well for us. I'm looking for some assists from him this year from left back. Hopefully he'll be able to do that. Reece Charles Cook, he's a very good option in goal. He's the goalkeeper really. 23 years of age. He's someone we can build the squad around in terms of constant goalkeeper. Brought him in from Coventry, which isn't a bad level of football to be playing. He used to play for Arsenal too. Not bad actually. Very good stats. He looks like he should be number 1 I would think. But then no other sort of players are mentioned, which is quite worrying. Let's take a look at the team, and by doing so we will look at the team report and into the squad depth. And if we look at not position overview but all current ability, right up front then, this is a striker that's considered the best, and that's Mark Richards. He's not bad, but he's 34 years of age. His physicals aren't bad for 34 years of age actually. It's an important player that maybe passed his best. 12 finishing, 12 free kick taking, 13 heading. It's his first touch there, it's his vision is a worry at 9. But he's not bad. He's not a bad squad player for me, I think. He had a bad season last year for Northampton. Oh, he's only just joined actually. It's his first year. So I've signed an overage player. That's good. 10 goals in 42 appearances for Northampton last year. 15. Alright, he's a goal scorer. That's not bad. And backing him up then, you have Keshi Anderson. Right, it's Crystal Palace in his pictures. 22 years of age. He's my age. £195,000 is worth. And his stats are great. Finishing 11. His potential to grow. He's a youth player that with some first team football could do well, but yeah, he's not been a consistent goal scorer. His best year is probably at Barton Rovers in the Southern Division 1 sort of thing, so he has to prove himself. Backing that up, you've got Luke Norris, not a bad player, and at 24 years of age actually could be a decent player for us. He was at Swindon last year and 4 goals in a struggling side that was relegated. Isn't a bad pattern. You know what? No, I'm okay with that, Luke Norris. Not bad. Paul Mullen as well. They've got some decent finishers. 22 years of age. A striker also can play the attacking midfield role, particularly on the right, but he's more of a striker than anything. He's a pacey striker as well. Interesting. 8 goals for Morecambe last year in League 2. Striking wise, I'm not particularly too worried at the moment. Matt Preston's not really. I mean, he's a defender. He's a defender. I mean, if something comes up, I will look. Oh, on the left, interesting. Midfielder, Matty Taylor, 35 years of age. His stats are very, very good still. And he had a good year for Northampton last year. 7 goals in 43 appearances in League 1. He's dropped down to League 2 now. Interesting one. Ollie Banks, of course, the man we got on loan from Oldham. He's not bad. He's not bad. He's not terrible. Donald McDermott. Yeah, he's not good. And Kane Woolery, I see there. He's a man that I actually signed on FIFA for Forest Green. Update on the FIFA series for anyone that's not realising that's over, I'm afraid. Yeah, unfortunately, just due to work and whatnot, I didn't have the time really to be putting out that series as well. And unfortunately, it's over. But Kane Woolery did join in the series because I'd played on quite a bit, and on the actual save he joined. And he's been a very good player for us, but his stats on this is not very good. He's a pacey striker at 16. He's a pacey striker, I will say that much. In the midfield, James Dunn is an interesting name. 27 years of age. His stats aren't great technically. He's mentally very, very good though. And he's been brought in from Cambridge. Seems like a brand new team really. Armen Linganzi was there. Linganzi. Very good technical stats actually for the level. He could be a really good player for us. I'm interested in this guy. And he's signed from Portsmouth as well. So interesting transfer. The right side of midfield is a worry at the moment. We don't have too many great right midfielders. Timmy Elsnick as well is there. Attacking midfielder who can play on the right wing as an inside forward, and he's got some decent stats for it. He would probably be the first choice, but again, it's a lone player, and a lone player is not the best option for us. Chris Hussey at left back is the best option. Probably do with another left back. Matt Preston is the best centre back apparently. I mean, 9 marking is a worry. I will say that much. It's not great, is it? It's not great. His physicals are fantastic though. His physicals are fantastic. Backing him up, you've got Chris Robertson, who seems like a better defender actually. 31 years of age though, and that's where it comes against him. He's played for Wimbledon, Ross County, Port Vale, Preston, as high as the Premier League at one point with Sheffield United. He didn't actually play for them there. But he's an interesting defender to have around. And Dion Conroy, again, he's not bad. He's actually probably a better player than the other one. Technically, he's got better. Yeah, you know what? I'm pretty pleased with that one. He was there from last year. Played 14 times in that side. I'm known. He came from Chelsea. Ollie Lancashire as well. Oliver Lancashire is a name I recognise. He used to play for Walsall, where I recognise him from. Interesting then. Interesting. I'm thinking a 4-4-2 is the best option. Ben Perkis will be the right back. Due to the injury to Colnell, who's actually looking like a decent player when you look at the squads. That's not good to see. But yeah, I'm thinking a 4-4-2. You also have Vigoroy, 23 years of age. You know what? He might be a better goalkeeper actually. If I compare him with Reece Charles Cook, if you look at the attributes, I think Vigoroy's a better goalkeeper. BT centricity is what that is. Interesting. I'm not sure actually. I think they're about as good as each other. I will say that much. Interested in asked the assistant to pick it, and he reckons a 4-4-2. I would say so as well. And if we just put the squad together now, if we do go with Reece Charles Cook, just because he was the first one I saw and I thought he made more sense. I kind of need some sort of position here. Can I? Let's put that in. All right, we'll go with that. All right, position. Right back, of course, as I say, will be Ben Perkis. He seems like the best option. Who's Rollin Menayesi? We haven't looked at him. He's not great. He's not great. I'm known from Bristol Rovers. Centre backs for me are going to be Chris Robertson and where's the other guy? Matt Preston. It was, wasn't it? I believe Matt Preston. Yeah, because of his physical stats, I think. Actually, no. I looked at someone else. I looked at Dion Conroy. And I think he's a better defender. So I think Dion Conroy over Preston for me. It's going to be left back Chris Hussey. The right side of midfield is an issue. Who did I look at? It's not McDermott, that's for sure. I think it was Callum Gordon. He's not great though, is he? He's not great at all. We haven't got particularly great right midfield. Donald McDermott is probably actually going to be the best of the bunch, but that's a problem for us. He's someone we're going to have to improve on that right hand side. Playing him as a winger on support, I suppose. You would have Matty Taylor on the left. I agree with that one, and he fits in well as a wide midfielder, so I'm not going to change that. Wide midfielder attack as well, which is fine for me. Ellis Ianlo, he's wanted by Gateshead for some reason. He's not bad actually for his age. It will be Ollie Banks and Lingarzi, I think, as the midfielders. Ollie Banks can play a deep line playmaker role, while Lingarzi will play the ball in midfielder. And then up front, Mark Richards, I think up front, not off the forward. Target man on attack, we'll go with that. I'm looking at Luke Norris, to be honest. I think Luke Norris might be the best option. Who else was there? Of course, Keshi Anderson was the man, wasn't it? I think we start with Anderson for now. We trust our assistant a little bit. Play Keshi Anderson. Let's play as a false 9, and that's not. No, it's a midfielder. He can't play attacking midfielder, but he can play a false 9. What's that? Why is that? I mean, we'll just play him advanced forward for now. I think that's probably the best option. And when you're playing the 4-4-2, we'll keep it on standard. I Yeah, we'll keep it on flexible. I don't want to mess too much with this just yet. You really want to figure out the best way. We'll play balanced. That's probably the best option. And look at retaining possession, actually. Shorter passing, retain possession, and sort of work the ball into the box a little bit more. Exploiting the left flank is where you want to exploit. And if we leave it just at that, I think we're set then. We're on. We're actually on. I don't know if the music's up where it should be. I can't actually hear the music. It needs better headphones. I don't know why I've got them on. For some reason, I'm not allowed to listen to them, which is kind of annoying. Right, okay then. Yeah, I think that's the best four at the moment. It may look at changing formation. It's the right wing that's the problem. The right wing is a problem, I'll tell you that much now. But League Two then, it's interesting really, because we've got reached the playoffs as our expectation, and I'm not sure. I mean, let me just text 1 second. 1 second, guys, texting. Right, yeah, we got reached the playoffs as the Sky Bet League 2, and to be fair, we've got a lot of budget, and this is where I'm looking at right wingers, to be honest with you, straight away. We have no team leaders. That's not good. I know many may not have heard of me, so I wanted to personally blah 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 blah. No, that's just that one's. I'm gonna say playoffs. Hoping you'll be more ambitious. I am, but. People aren't particularly happy, but yeah, team. Do they ever work? Do they ever work? Social feed setup. That's fine. Not a problem. Not a problemo. Not a problemo. Looking at what am I looking at? Transfers. That's where I was going. Transfers. Right, let's have a look at this then. It's the wrong one. Scouting wise, we only have one. We have one scout. We don't have any scouts. What is going on at Swindon? What is going on at Swindon? I mean, we need to get some scouts because this isn't okay. Staff role, scout. I mean, attributes wise. Judging player ability, I suppose, at least 15. We'll just go with that. See if that gets anyone. I mean, we've got Tommy Miller, age 70. Jesus. Tommy Miller, he's age 70. Who's he wanted by? He was at Hartlepool and Borough, to be fair. How do I look at who he's wanted by? I can't really. What's £100 a week? Mate, you're on £100 a week and you... Nah. Not happening. It's ridiculous. Because my bar won't go away. I'm actually stuck. But let's try this again. Yeah, I was clocking out. It's not going to work. I mean, I'm just walking away. It's not happening. I've got things on my screen. Right, here we go. Here we go. Let's change that once again and let's drop it down a couple. Right, here we go. There's a couple there. There's a couple that aren't in work, which is important really, because when they're in work, you've got a problem. Kevin Hunt. Interesting. He used to play for Bohemians in Ireland. He's got knowledge of Hong Kong as well, which could come in handy as well. If you're looking at his overview, he's got knowledge of Ireland, France, and England, so he would be a good scout to sign, I think. But he wants 420. Maybe I can bump him down to 300. I mean, I've got to get rid of this bar somehow, because my Windows bar across the bottom, it won't move. starting to get on my nerves now. There we go, I did it. It's fine, I did it. Right, suggest those terms. What's 400? What if I bump me down to 300 again? Oh, he's sticking at 400. 350? Alright, 375. I can go with that. It's not really much better. We'll have one scout for now. I mean, he's got a lot of work ahead of him. It's going to be difficult. And looking at the player search then, we got to look for right midfielders straight away. New search. We're looking at right wingers. Attributes wise, if we pick it, key attributes for a midfield role, and I am thinking more just wide midfielder. Leave him on support, and we'll bump it down to about 11. I think it's a good area. I want to match about 7. Right, that's a lot of people. So let's go to about 10. Still a lot of people. 11. Matthew Virtue, I'm looking at you. He's at Notts County. He's on loan from Liverpool. Though. You're not signing him for on loan from Liverpool. That's not a happening. Not going to sign someone from Liverpool at all. Let's just drop that down a little bit. There we go. Right. So if we change it a little bit more, match 10. That's a lot of people. Right. Let's if we go back to pick. If we go to 12, then how many people? Okay. What about 11? Still just Matthew Virtue. Still just Matthew Virtue. If we go back onto 10, it's a lot of people. So if we go match 12 from 12, there's 2 that stand out. Ben Steve is on loan though. He's on loan from Wolves. It's not going to work. Come on now. Right, we'll have to go. We'll have to go match 11. But if we bump him up and go down to match 8, match 9. Right, here we go. Denon Lewis is at Watford. He's probably on a loan deal, looking at 20 years of age. You know, he's an interesting one if you look at his stats. He possibly could be very, very good. I want to go to scout report, but I've got no scouts at the moment, so that's no good to me. He's an interesting one. I'm going to shortlist him. I'll add him to the shortlist for now. I think that's a smart move. Denon Lewis, interesting. Lee Crofton, 32 years of age. He used to be at Oldham, actually. And he's someone that could do a job. He could do it. No, I don't. I want young, bright players. That's the actual philosophy, isn't it? So it's probably not the smartest idea I've ever had. If we drop that down to 11 and continue looking, Nathan Arnold is at Lincoln at 29 years of age, wanted by Blackpool and Walsall. So he's out of our league, really, isn't he? Will Annan at Hull is an interesting one. He's on a loan deal. Who's he wanted by? Aldershot, Halifax. I mean, it's the league below us. That's the only issue there. That is the only issue. But he could be quite an interesting fit for us. Again, shortlisting him is probably the best option until we can get him scouted out. Because until then, we kind of stuck. Gareth Ainsworth, no, he ain't joining, is he? Not happening. Jonatas Senaterno, free agent. Good first touch, good crossing. He's not really a right winger. I mean, I can scout the player now all of a sudden. All right, all right, okay. Let's just try and scout them all. Scout, and where was the other guy? Denon might fit it perfectly, I think. He's probably the best of the bunch. Let's continue a little bit. So we need to move on with the save at some point, don't we? Instead of just looking for players. Boreham Wood is our first friendly, by the way. Anyone notice that? He is our first friendly. They are our first friendly. I don't care for interviews. Don't care for interviews too much. I don't do too much in the revitalising Villa save, to be honest with you. But I probably should. Cause a stir. Yeah, alright, whatever. Right, Kevin Hunt, in comes our scout, which means some scouting reports should be on their way. I'm going to ask him to recommend a signing as well. Oh, it's only for 2 weeks. Not too bad. Matty Taylor's injury. The problem is, as we said, there isn't a lot of depth in this Swindon squad. So key players like Matty Taylor getting injured could be a problem for us in the long run. Luckily, it's just a short sort of transfer. I want some more. Yeah, that's a good idea. Youth facilities. Can we improve them? Haven't been with us very long. You should work what you got for now. Well, I mean, get off me. Due to club protests about scheduling, the 2022 World Cup will be hosted by Australia rather than Qatar. Yeah, sure. They're in their final year as well. I haven't actually looked at the youth squad yet, so that's probably a good idea. If we go to the we've got an under 23 squad now for some reason. Potentially, Scott Twine is probably the best of the bunch. Potentially a 5-star player. Not bad for the level. On loan at Chippenham. I'm going to get his... can I look at his match? Yeah, get his match reports from Alan McLaughlin. Like that name. If he scores for Chippenham in the Vanarama South, he could find his way into a squad quite easily. There's also Stuart Moore, a goalkeeper. His stats are actually very, very good for a 22-year-old. We have some very good young goalkeepers. I am going to offer him out on loan though. And if you guys could pay his wages, that'd be fantastic. And his unused wages, because yeah, I don't understand how that particularly works. I need him to be a key player for you too. And I mean, I'd prefer he was in goal. I'm not going to lie. Let's offer him out to clubs, see if he can get some sort of first team football under his belt. Will Henry as well is there as a goalkeeper. A lot of goalkeepers in this squad. A lot of goalkeepers for some reason. Under 18s. Yeah, it stops there, doesn't it? It stops there. Elliot Duggan is the best. He's a good finisher actually at 16. He's probably our best finisher. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Nobody wants Stuart Moore. I don't want to transfer list him because I want him out on loan. I mean, listing him for loan is probably a good idea. I mean, I have done. He's available for loan. Dear God, what's going on? Important dates in July, of course, all the friendlies. Boreham Wood, Hungerford, Swindon, Supermarine, and Havant and Waterlooville is that. Team I've actually saw play or live and recorded them. Fun fact. Okay, right, here we go then. Yes, that's fine. Repayments to begin. Monthly repayments of... Oh my God. I mean, we play up against Lincoln. I didn't know they were in the league actually. Season ticket sales. We've sold 1,833 season tickets and expected to sell about 2,300. When you look at the actual... when you look at the ground, of course, the county ground, wherever I can find it, there we go. Capacity of 15,000, which is actually a lot of fans, really. For a side like Swindon, that's incredible. Of course, they are an ex-Premier League squad. A lot of people forget that. They used to be in the Premier League in the late 90s, or whatever it was, or the early 90s. A long time ago, either way. And you know what? It'd be nice to take them back there. It's probably not going to ever get that far in this save, but we'll see. James Dunn's pulled a groin. We are 3 days away from Boreham Wood. So we are 3 days away from our first game of the save. 4-4-2, yes. Again, I mean, I'm waiting for my scouting reports. Can I have my scouting reports? I'm scouted. Right, Will Annan. Oh, okay, here we go then. They're looking at Raheem Hanley. He's listed. They want 30 grand for him. It's an interesting transfer, Raheem Hanley, actually, because he can play left back. Okay enough. Defensive midfield. Oh, he's not that good, is he? At the end of the day, he's not that good. I'm not sure what the scout's thinking there. If we look at recommendation, he's the best player apparently, and I'm not sure about that. 30 grand ain't bad though. Corey Whelan. I know from Liverpool, it's no good to me. Denon Lewis is the one that I'm interested in. His stats suddenly look a lot worse though. Would be a useful signing apparently. currently operating at Vanarama national level. That's the problem there. Will Annan, where's he currently operating? Can he play one? Can play winger and support quite well, which is interesting. You could improve a lot. There were some doubts over his ability to improve a lot. Thanks, mate. Annan or Lewis, guys? Come on. Help me out here, because I'm not quite sure where to go with this. He's also looked at this Jonathan Centenero, who's now joined Gillingham, so it's pointless to me. Again, Vanarama national level, not really what we're looking at. And what does he see Raheem Hanley as? Vanarama national level. He has the potential to get a lot better, but we don't need centre midfielders as such. We need right midfielders, and that is not in. Next one, Raphael. Nando Raphael. He's not very good. Cue the goal against us later on in the season if we get that far. Right, people are making transfers and I've yet to make one, which is Reece Mitchell. Oh, interesting. He would have been someone I would have been. No, he wouldn't. No, he wouldn't. He's just not very good. He's just not very good. You got anyone else recommended for me, Mr. Man? Mr. Man, what sort of? He really likes his Raheem Hanley. He's probably the man he's looked at and said, you know what, you should sign this guy. I've not seen. Ooh, Lewis McGugan is an interesting one. He used to play for Nottingham Forest. A very good player, actually. Interesting. He'll be a good free transfer signing. 1.6k. I mean, you can get rid of that for a start, and that for a start. But the rest of it, maybe 1.2k. 1.3. Interesting then. Lewis McGugan might be the first transfer. That's a good signing, I think. I mean, ignore what I just said about not needing midfielders, but he's a step up from the arrow of the midfielders, I think, and he could really prove to be a top player for us. But again, it's right wingers that I'm looking for, and I'm not finding right wingers. I'm leaning more towards Denon Lewis. I think getting him in on a transfer, on a loan deal, might be our smartest option, and I think I'm just going to go ahead and do it. Loan offer. They don't want any wages, which is brilliant. End of the season. Happy days, happy days. I'm going to take away can be recalled, because I don't want to recall him. I think that's our best option. Suggest that. They're happy with that. Denon Lewis, come join the van, guys. Come join the van. And on that note, let's just have a look at the loan deals that are available. I mean, I think I'm just looking at that. Let's clear that off. And I mean, looking at the loan deals, Raheem Hanley is available on loan, which is interesting. Again, I'm bringing in Lewis McGugan, so I definitely don't need him. Again, Dan Serini, I won't need them. Left back Callum McDonald. It's just not that good. I need to change this view really, because I need to look at technical stats. Is probably the good idea to go. So if we go to technical, strikers wise, is there anyone out there? William Dunn, 11 to 20 finish. He's 17 years of age, contracted to Blackpool. Not seeing much from him there. Liam Cullen is an interesting one. Good technique, good work rate. He's not very quick though. Not very quick at all. Don't know why I'm looking at strikers. If anything, it's not strikers that we'd want. It's maybe a right back. Maybe a right back might be the best option actually. What am I doing? Attributes 4. That's a good idea. And just play it as a full back on support. Keep it simple. Look at that. As long as we match 7 of them. At 14. Alright, more than 7 of them because loads have come up. Not 10. 9. 8. Alright, here we go. Let's take our pick from these. First of all, William Tomlinson looks out at me. Get him on loan from Blackburn. He's an interesting one. I'm going to get him scouted. He can play right wing. He's a midfielder more than anything. That's not good. That'll be why he's got great crossing. I mean, let's look at right backs, guys. Right. Interesting transfer as well. Levi Sutton is the man from Scunthorpe. But he's a right back. I mean, it's just getting scouted. And we can go from there really and have a look. Drop it one more. Who else is there? On a free transfer, there's Ivan Wasi. I mean, we'll scout him. I don't think he'll be very good, but we'll give him a scout. And Luke Booker on trial with Torquay has the potential, actually. He could be something quite good. So again, we will get that scout report and have a look at him a little bit closer. Josh Claxton, 100k is a lot of money though. He's wanted on loan from Hull. Again, his stats just aren't that great. I think if you're doing something like that, you can get better there. If we go 7 but bump it up to 14, anyone else? Jordi Osei-Tutu on loan from Arsenal is an interesting one. It automatically gets him a little bit of a push. Jaden Cotterill as well, 17 heading is an interesting. On loan from Burton. Well, I mean, we'll scout him. There's no harm in scouting him. Denon Lewis though has joined. I think he's on his way in. That's good. And we will give him a debut actually against Boreham Wood. I think that's our smartest option. Finally get to the first game. I feel like I've taken my time with this, but transfers are important. Once the transfer window's over, it's just game. But Swindon squad isn't that great in the first place. But here we go then. First game of the season. We'll move on. Boreham Wood at Meadow Park. Boreham Wood are a side much lower. Well, not much lower. Actually, only a division. So this might not be as easy as you would think. So they're the home side. Ollie Langford's the referee. Here we go then. They got Michael Falevi up front. Apparently an excellent addition. Is the new guy in yet? He's not in yet. Sad times. Well, that is sad. Let's fill the bench up. I usually let the assistant pick the bench because it just makes sense, especially in friendlies. And there we go. It's filled right up. Luke Norris is listed. I don't want him to be listed. I think he could be a good player for us, particularly off the bench. Right, here we go then. First game of the save then, and it's a pre-season friendly, of course. It's the first game of the save, God damn it. Sometimes it takes a while. They like to warm up quite a lot. Looking at their team, interesting formation. A 3-2, well, 3-5-1 more than anything. But that's an interesting strike. Well, not striker, attacking midfielder. Angelo Balanta used to play for Crystal Palace. Not Crystal Palace, Queen's Park Rangers. I've offended a lot of people there. And the MK Dons. He's got a good record across his career. How have they got him? Michael Ricketts. Not Michael Ricketts, Mark Ricketts. Michael Ricketts is definitely not him. Ferrier up front, Morgan Ferrier. Interesting player. 11 in 30 for Boreham Wood a few years ago. He moved out and he's gone back there. He used to play for Crystal Palace, Nottingham Forest, Watford and Arsenal actually. So he's an interesting player and still at a very young age. And then Michael Falevi, 19 years of age, on loan from Watford. Interesting. Wary. We're going to go with the 4-4-2 and see how it looks today then. It should already be set for 2-2. I'm playing Matty Taylor even though he's injured. I just realised that. You can play without pressure, don't worry about it. But go and show me. I mean, that's got to confuse them. That has to confuse them. Not a problem. We go to kick off then. I mean, we are on. Whoa. Let's slow this down a touch. I mean, let's zoom this right in. What is going on here? 2D classic. I mean, the height's a little weird, isn't it? Can I change that? Please. No, I don't want it on 3D because that will mess the stream up. We'll go to 2D. We'll keep it on that. I mean, let's slow that down a little bit. Alright. Let's just... Here we go. There we go. That's a bit better. Matty Taylor's one to keep an eye on. McDermott has to have a good game here, especially with the new men coming in. It's Charles Cook's free kick then up towards McDermott. Of course, Swindon are in the red. And McDermott's nearly giving it away straight away. Play back to him now. Find a cross then, McDermott. What have you got? It's a decent cross. Matty Taylor at the back post. It's headed away. Can Hussey get there? And he does. Not really going anywhere. Lingazi gets the foot on the ball. And Ollie Banks now picks out Anderson with a great pass. And Anderson's shot is well over the bar. Not the greatest of efforts there from Anderson. But it's a start. We are having more shots, which is good. The possession's not great. We're not keeping possession. Probably 4-4-2 isn't the best tactic to try keeping the possession, actually, thinking about it. So we will take that off. And we'll keep the passing just a bit mixed. We're keeping it very, very straightforward at the moment because I just want to see what works and then see what doesn't work, where the problems come from. That's the pre-season. What's the point of pre-season, isn't it? So we don't want to change too much of it, really. The first half seems to be flying through. Not many chances, just that one. And I wouldn't even call that a chance, to be honest with you. Not saw anything from Mark Richards or McDermott at the moment. Not good at all. Half time then on the horizon, and it's Borehamwood 0, Swindon Town 0. Exciting stuff. Team talk wise, we need more spirit and fight. Come on, boys. Maybe a pre-season friendly, but let's try and win this game. What if we push? No, you can't play there. Alright, it was worth a try. I'm thinking of bringing Elsnick on. Elsnick. He's a pacier player. He's an attacking player on loan from Derby, and he can play that sort of role. Where does he prefer? He prefers the right. Right, let's play him on the right. Let's get McDermott off as well. I'm going to bring Taylor off just because I can see him struggling. Let's play him as an inside forward. He must be left-footed. McDermott plays really well on the left wing. Who else can play on the left? I'm looking at Young. Who's that? Jordan Young. Ashley Young's brother? No? His stats are awful. His stats are horrific. Nah, Kane Woolery. Let's get Wool. Oh no, he can't really play, can he? Anyone else can play left? I mean, it's going to have to be Young, isn't it? That's annoying. That's annoying as hell. I'm going to get Norris on for Richards. I haven't saw enough of Richards to really feel happy about it. He can play on target man support. And defensively we've looked alright actually. Pussy's got to play a little better for me. But not too many changes. Team instructions wise, I want to tire the tempo a little bit. I'm going to play a little bit wider, be more expressive and go a bit more direct. Let's try and win this game as we go on the attack. Winning the game would be a good start to the stream, wouldn't it? Be a good idea. Young. Here we go then. Ashley. Jordan Young. Right. Going on attacking, maybe in a bad mood. Here's Felivi. Balanta looking towards Ferrier, and Hussey's been pushed about. Ferrier's cross. Felivi's in the box. He's been headed away by the 6,000 defenders trying to get to it. And it will be another chance as they come forward now. Borehamwood are not boring me as they come forward. Murtagh to Balanta to Felivi to Ferrier. Oh, what a strike that is from Ferrier. He smacked the post. And we've got away with one there. We have got away with one. Going attacking has brought them into the game. Interesting. Murtagh and Shakes are having good games for them, but we aren't struggling particularly. We aren't struggling. It's probably the wrong word actually. Banks to Lingazi. Right, switch the play. And he has done. Elsnick now. He's going to come inside. That means we've got an overlapping fullback. It's Hussey on this side though. It's a good cross. Elsnick at the back post. And the substitute does the business. Timmy Elsnick. It's Borehamwood 0. Swindon Town 1. And we're watching them in 2D because I think the 3D will ruin the stream completely. It's a very, very good goal actually. Very, very good goal. Happy days. 1-0. Again, it's something we can look at getting forward. Okay, Balanta, don't do it to me. Don't do it to me. Okay, they've hit the post. They've hit the post twice now, though. So we need to, calm it down just a little bit because it's not quite good enough, really. Some more changes I think are needed. I'm going to get... I've got another striker that I was looking at before, but I can't remember who it was. Was it Mullin? I think it was Paul Mullin. We're going to get Paul Mullin on up front for Anderson, who hasn't really had the best of games. He plays the defensive forward. Interesting. We'll do that. It's not really the most attacking move, but it will do. Gordon. Who's Gordon? Callum Gordon can play right side. Not looking at bringing them off though. We'll bring off Ollie Lancashire. We'll bring on Ollie Lancashire for Conroy. And we'll also bring on Preston. We've got decent centre backs actually. It's not bad. Meniesi, Lingazi, I think. No, he's a centre back. I'm not doing that. Don't know why I did that. Let's get Dunn on. That's the right move. Ian Dolo as well. And he can play a little bit further on actually. We'll try and push the game a little bit more. And he'll play in that sort of role there as a shadow striker. Playing in the middle as a shadow striker. Like we're some sort of really, really good team. Dunn will be on his own there. I mean, that's a very attacking formation, isn't it? But I mean, it works though, because Keshi Anderson's doubled the lead and I won't even do anything. I mean, I am the actual man. Legit the man. It was Perkins' throw. It's the first time I'm seeing this now. Norris involved, Elsnick involved as well. And Anderson says, thank you very much, Keshi Anderson. Bournemouth 0, Swindon Town 2. We're doing the business all of a sudden. I mean, it's been a fairly even game. We've had 2 shots on target and scored with both of those. So there's got to be a reason for that. It's Smith's goal kick then, and easy for Dunn. That's better. The high line worked down. Here's Norris looking to flick it on. Norris is underneath it again, but here's Elsnick, who seems to have run the strings for us. Picked out Norris. Norris to Mullin. It's 3-0, and Boreham Wood have bored themselves apart, I'll tell you that much. And Elsnick is really impressing me here. He's someone that, you know what, he's starting to pull the strings for us here. That's a clever pass into Norris. Norris does well. He does well. He's unselfish. He finds Mullin. And Paul Mullin with his first touch makes it 3-0. Easy this lot. Let's change the goalkeeper. I'm feeling that confident. I just wanted to make another change. Ollie Lancashire's in at the back post maybe. I thought he was about to attack that. He's Elsnick though, and he's a danger man. I didn't say anything. I was just looking at my phone. It's fine. Okay, here. Oh, okay. That's some pace. Sean Jeffers, good goal. Good goal. Fair enough. Good goal. And I wasn't really watching, was I? So it's my own fault. Fair enough. 3-1. Game's over anyway at this point, to be fair. Learned a lot about the squad in this game. Ian Dolo, not much about him, but Elsnick is the man. He's looking like a man, I tell you. Harfield to take the throw. They've worked their way back into this, though. I'm going to be very unhappy. Elsnick with a good tackle, and now Norris to Dunn, to Elsnick, who's running a show. Ian Dolo working off the strikers. Perkins, Elsnick, it's a chance here. It's Dunn on the edge of the box, and I mean, that's a bad miss. By anyone's standards, that's a bad miss. That is a really, really bad miss. Mullin, Elsnick, he's been so good since he come on. And he's put another goal on the plate for Jordan Young. Timmy Elsnick, he's had a fantastic game. Timmy, fantastic game. I mean, it's working, isn't it? They've got a right back called Champion. I mean, what's going on there? What's going on there? That's just frustrating, to say the very least. I will tell you that much. I mean, again here is Jeffers. He scored again. He scored twice again. So let's have a look at this Sean Jeffers kid. 25 years of age. He's finishing his 9. He's got 21 goals in the run around the shaft there. Interesting. Alright. 4-2. 4-2. And Vigorow's mistake. Well, I mean, out. Let's out that first of all. And we come forward again. Elsnick, he's actually giving it away. He's bottling it. They come forward again here. I mean, referee, blow your whistle first of all. That'd be a good idea. Oh, no, don't blow your whistle now. We're flying forward. We were flying forward. Now they're flying forward. It's a weird game. Boreham Wood 2 then, Swindon 4. A very even game in the end, but we took our chances, and that's what matters in football at the end of the day. Look at me telling you the rules. I'm very happy with the result and the way you played. Second half was definitely improvement, considering it was 0-0 at half time. Definitely more of a better game, I would say. And we go on to the next one, 7-8 Hungerford. There might be some more transfers there, because that's what it's about at the moment. A little bit more transfers. Do. Yeah, Forest Green. Oh, Forest Green. Brown. Reece Brown has been a player for me, I tell you. Can I sign Reece Brown? How much do you want for him? 1 million. Nope. Not happening. What about Keanu Marsh-Brown? He would fix the right winger problem. He's played for Watford. 60k they want. 120k. Interesting. Right then. 70. 75. They're coming down. 80. Alright. 90. I'll offer you £90,000 for Keanu Marsh-Brown. Well, he'd be a player for us. He would be an absolute player. Lewis McGugan's signing on. That's a good deal, I think. Norris can bring him in. Welcome him in. Thank you very much, Luke. And looking at the next game, I think we're going to make some changes. Lewis McGugan will definitely come straight into the squad. I'm interested in playing Elsnick on the right, in that role there, in which he did so well for us. Inside forward, on attack. Paul Mullin can play. No, we'll play Kellen Gordon. We'll give him a chance. I mean, he can't play up front. Keshi Anderson got a goal actually, so we'll keep Anderson on. And I'm looking at Luke Norris instead of Richards. We'll do that. James Dunn, what's his injury like though? Play with the pulled groin. What a man! What a man! I'll do that for now. There are people who can come in. Elsnick deserves to play. I can tell you that much. Incredibly much right now. I think we'll play the second game of the pre-season and then call it there, because obviously where I already tried to stream earlier in the day, it ate up a lot of time. We may be back tomorrow, maybe another stream tomorrow night. I'm enjoying this so far, so maybe we get really into this Swindon Town save. Maybe though, because I have some filming and editing to do for Revitalising for that. You have to watch out for the Twitter. Interesting. Okay, they've accepted it. That's £2.3 thousand. He would be a key player, which is fine then for that wage. I mean, we can get him down to 2, I think. I'm not paying you a bonus for promotion. I'm not giving you a yearly wage rise or a promotion wage rise. If you get 10 goals, I will give you that. And 15 goals, I'll give you that. Fine. Team of the year bonus. Fine. Suggest. Right, 2.5. 2.2. Cool. Right, looks like Keanu Marsh-Brown is also in the van. This is a great transfer for me. Attacking winger. He could be an absolute baller. I'm telling you now. Got a training camp. Hopefully there's register for it, because it's no good to me if not. Done to scout this place. Freddie Moncur is a man that I recognise. I don't know why, but I recognise that name. Anybody else in there? Ismail Diallo? Some season again? I might not recognise him. I'm not too sure why. Connor Thompson? There's nothing really that jumps out at you there, is there? Right, Denon Lewis is also playing, so we've got 2 new right wingers, which is an interesting one really. Then I've got to look at selling. I've got to balance the books a little bit then, I suppose. But I don't know if we'll even get any money for him. That's the only problem I have. Would we actually even get any money for these players? Does anyone think we'll get any money for these players? Because I'm not really feeling like we would. Right, Dennon Lewis is in the van. Keenan Marsh Brown is in the van, which means tactics. Donald McDermott, it is time for you to say goodbye, my friend. Valued at 88k. I will take 60 because I don't think he's very good. On that note, there are other players here that I'm thinking, why have we got them? One of them, Kellen Gordon. I'm not entirely sure. He's another right winger, but he's not a good right winger, is he? I'm not sure about him. Rollin Meniyesi as well. Again, lone players. I'm not quite sure about whether we should be keeping them. Kane Woolery, he could grow to be something, but I'm not convinced. Elise Andolo as well. He's not a bad player actually, Andolo. I think we'll just try and sell McDermott. Possibly get in another striker at that point. I'm thinking an absolute goal scorer. I know who I'm thinking of actually. I know who would fit the bill completely. But I think he's at Plymouth. Oh, what's his name? Caicedo? Is that who I'm thinking of? Not him. Oh, you guys know who I'm thinking of as well. He won a Plymouth save for Dr. Benji, I remember watching. I think he could be the fit. Where is he? Was he at Plymouth or was he at Portsmouth? Might have been at Portsmouth, you know. Let's have a look at Portsmouth. Who am I thinking of? I thought it was him. Who am I thinking of? I mean, if we do just look at strikers for a second, I mean, just clear all that. Not a problem, clear it. And literally just go attacking roles. Poacher. I'm looking for a poacher. Okay. And just match 7. Match 6. We'll drop it down 1. Alright, let's go from there. Also looking at it, I want to look at a young striker. So 15 to 21 I think is the way forward. Interesting transfer all loan. Take away loans. I mean, that's some name, isn't it? Reagan Booty, but he's finishing his 3 to 8. That's terrible. What about loans then? Brandon Thomas Asante from MK Dons. His finishing's not fantastic. Vlad Dragomir. Arsenal is an attacking midfielder. That's no good to me. If I bump that down to 15. Oh, I want 15. I'm okay if you're... Whoa, what have I done? Free kicks ain't worried about. I'll get rid of that as well. Alright, and I want you to match 6 from 6 then. No, we'll go 5 from 6. We'll go 5 from 6. But the best finisher is Jerry Yates, 20 years of age from Rotherham. I mean, we'll scout him. He could be a good player, actually, Jerry Yates. I need someone that's a goal scorer, and I don't think I've got it in the squad already, and that's my biggest problem at the moment, I'll tell you that much. Keenan Marsh Brown in the bag as well. Which means actually Elsnick isn't going to play this one unless he can play. He can play. No, he can't really play in the middle. He likes just that right side of it. He can play on the left a little bit, which is interesting actually. That could be an option. Donald McDermott's not going to play. Dennon Lewis can actually play a wing back role. That's interesting. Not very well, but he can play it. I think we'll go with Keenan Marsh Brown for this one because he's going to be the main man, isn't he? And we'll keep him on a wing or an attack. I mean, this guy is good. He's good. I'm expecting assists from Keenan Marsh Brown and goals as well, actually. Goals. I'm also going to look at where can we fit Elsnick in. Let's play him on the left for this game and let's go attacking. Let's do that. Let's do that. Why not? Matty Taylor's fit now, actually. Matty Taylor on the bench. Right, let's play this second game and then I'm going to go off to bed, so it's going to happen, I'm afraid. Hand over to a manager. I mean, let's right. We've got some scouted players. We've got these strikers scouted now. If we look at scouted and at recommendation, again, Raheem Hanley's the one. Jordi Osututu, a right back, he thinks is a good job. He starts saying about he's pacey as well. I think there's no harm in getting him in on a loan deal. There's no wages. There's no harm in that, I think, at all. Until the end of the season. Ivan Wazi, he likes him. He does like him, actually. But Vanarama north or south is not the idea. Jerry Yates, he's had a scout of him. Again, it would be a loan deal if we can afford it. Is he any better than the strikers we've got? I mean, he's not, apparently. He's a lot not. Keshi Anderson, he really likes. He's a pacey striker, Keshi Anderson. So that could be a swoop that he's made. We'll focus on the game for now. We are away again. It's Hungerford, who are a lot worse, actually. And for that reason, we will start the game on attacking. Well, no, we're not going to start on attacking, but we're going to start on direct. And we're going to start with a higher tempo and being more expressive. Playing wide and exploiting the right flank rather than the left flank now. I'm also thinking, it sounds daft, don't work the ball into the box. Hit some early crosses. And we'll keep it on standard. Right, here we go then. Second game of the stream and an interesting one. Can we prove that we are a much better side? Who have they got? Wall and Meacham up front. No one really to jump out at you. Sauls, Whittingham. I mean, they're names you know, but not for those players, which is a weird one. Timmy Elsnick as well on the left-hand side. It's where he's got to find a place, I think. Now that I've signed two good right wingers, I expect nothing but a win from this match. The players don't care. Their players don't. They never do when you start a save. That's the problem, because they just don't care about you. And then when you start winning stuff, and they're like, oh wait, this is actually quite good. They start to care about what you think. Like with the revitalising Villa save at the start, they didn't care. But now that I've been there a few years, they love me. They love me. Beauchamp with the goal kick for them. Then it's up towards Wall. Lingardzi with a good header. Now Anderson, he's got a man to his left if he can use him. That's wasteful. That is wasteful football. He's got to look towards the right there, really. It's up towards Wall again, but we've won it. McGugan now. Interesting to see if he can run the game for us. There's the pace of Anderson getting forward. Can he find a cross? He does do. Towards the back post, and there's Keane Marsh-Brown with the first touch of this save that he has had, and he has scored a goal for Swindon Town. Fantastic. Elsnick played it wide. Anderson was there, and Anderson... He's picked out a very good cross, actually. Marsh-Brown coming in at the back post. The early crosses worked. I will tell you that much. The early crosses worked. Our throw-in then in a deep position. Elsnick now to McGugan, who's starting to run the game in that deep line playmaker role. He's getting a lot of the ball too. And he's picked out Norris with a stellar pass. Norris has run right through. He's been cut out. It's Marsh-Brown onto it. It's Anderson at the back post. And again, it's another well-worked goal from Swindon Town. Hungerford 0. Swindon 2. It was all what a pass by McGugan. Great tackle by Boardman, I've got to tell you. But Marsh-Brown's there. Picks out Anderson unselfishly. These two could be a duo. Marsh-Brown and Anderson. It's 2-0. I mean, things are going well. It's only Hungerford, so let's not get ahead of ourselves. Chris Robertson's picked up a gashed head. No point taking a chance in a friendly. Just get him straight off. We'll get Preston on. And he likes to play central defender on stopper, actually. So we'll let him play it. I'm feeling generous. Anderson's on a 7.8, as is Marsh-Brown. A goal and assist for both, so no surprise there. Nice to see Keane Marsh-Brown settling in and pulling the strings for Swindon Town. It seems like a step up from the right wingers we seem to have at the club. Well, the right winger in McDermott. It's up towards Norris. Boardman with a good header. And now, here come Hungerford, and they're hungry to try and get back into the game. Whittingham on the right. Can he keep it in? He does do. It's a good cross, and Saws at the back post. Should have pulled the goal back. Safe to say, it should have been 1-1. Alex Wall up front. Weird name, just saying. But it's a corner, and it's McGugan to take. He's a set-piece taker, to be fair, and we've made it 3-0. Well worked. Lingazi and Conroy took that like a Van Nistelrooy in his prime, on the spin, on the turn. It's 3-0 to Swindon Town. And you know what? Things are going well pre-season. What a finish. What a finish. I mean, it's not, I know it's only Hungerford, and this was about proving that we are the better side, and we are doing the business. We are actually doing the business, big time. Half time. Here we go. Oh wait, it's going to be a chance though. Saws with it. It's Boardman, and that's sloppy defending from a corner kick. There's no way John Boardman, I think he's the centre back. He's a big centre back. And how is he? He's 5-on-5. Five's lost him. I think that's our centre back. Maybe, who's that? It might be Conroy. Conroy would probably make sense, number 5. And he's just lost him. And it's cost us a goal. It cost us a clean sheet. And it could be a way back into the game for Hungerford in the second half. I'm pretty sure it's Conroy. It is Conroy who lost him. He's been booked as well. He's had a good game so far though. I think I'm going to bring off Norris and let's get Richards on. Swap them two around. Let's get Richards the second half. I'm going to bring on the lone player as well. Marsh Brown won't play the full game. I'm going to see what the lone player can do. But it's good to have two good options on the right, considering we had none at the start of the save. So Anderson and Richards. Anderson as well. He's proven himself as a goal scorer, which is good. Beauchamp with the goal kick. Well, not a goal kick, but the long kick from the goalkeeper for them. McGugan's underneath it, and here's Elsnick. Not so much from him, but that's a weird ball wide from Richards. Anderson's there. Anderson's cross. Richards volley. Boom. 4-1. Early crosses is the way to go with this Swindon side, I feel. Early crosses. Elsnick, Richards, Anderson. The early cross from Anderson's incredibly on point. I'll tell you that much. Mark Richards doesn't miss them. Experienced striker, experienced finish. Hungerford 1, Swindon Town 4. And with that, I think changes will be made. I think, first of all, I think we're going to give McDermott a chance on the left because he can play there. I'm trying to sell him, but you know what? Actually, you might not be. Actually, no, we'll get Taylor on. We'll get Taylor on. We'll drop him back as a wide midfielder and attack. We will get on the. Is the new kid on the bench? Have I not put him on the bench? I'm an actual idiot. So we'll get. I mean, Marsh Brown might as well play the whole game then. We'll get Dunn on for Lingardi, and also where's her? I didn't change the bench at all, did I? I'm an actual idiot. We'll get Ollie Lancashire on as well as centre back. I mean, I've zoomed right out. Let's zoom right back in. Right, headed away on his first herring again. Perkis with a great interception, and he hacks it clear. Some good pressure from Hungerford. They have got high up the field, but we've defended it quite well so far. Preston back to Perkis, and he's looked high towards Richards, and the experienced striker has paced himself away. He's found Anderson. Anderson, I mean, the angle was against him, and he forced a good save, but that really should have been 5. Again, another chances coming from their goal kick quite a lot. Lawrence's poor touch, and it's Taylor underneath it to Hussey. McGugan now. I like that sort of 3 there. That's an experienced 3. Anderson's early cross. Richards is onto it. The early crosses are the way to go with this Swindon Town side. I'm telling you this now. I'm telling you this now. This is enjoyable. McGugan down the line. Anderson's pace means he can work those flanks really well. He's found a low cross, and Richards, experienced runner, great movement, great finish. He's got 2, and I'm starting to see a tactic here. I am starting to see this work. Defensively, we haven't given away too many chances either, which is nice to see. I'm going to get... No, I'm not. I'm going to get Woolery on up front for Anderson, actually. And we'll play him as a poacher. Just for the final 10 minutes or so. Just to see if he gets a chance. I like Woolery. I've signed him for the FIFA save, as I said, and he's done very well. You guys will never see it again now, though. unfortunately. I apologise about that. Keanu Marsh-Brown at 9.2. That's a hell of a debut, isn't it? A hell of a debut. Right, is this actually going to be a chance? It's actually going to be a goal. Luke Hopper with 2 seconds to go makes it 5-2. I mean, never-ending entertainment with Swindon Town, is it? Never-ending entertainment. How did this happen? Nobody's put out to Lawrence. Hussey's got to be better. He looked offside, I've got to be honest, but it counts anyway. So it's 5-2. That should be full-time. Referee, blow it. Blow your whistle. Anytime now. Anytime now. There we go. Right then. 5-2 then. Interesting. I wasn't expecting 5-2. Wasn't expecting 2 goals for them. But we scored 5, which is good. Keanu Marsh-Brown, Keshi Anderson and Mark Richards taking the applause, I would say. And I think that is one way to end the stream. We will come back possibly tomorrow, possibly Wednesday. I mean, check out the Twitter and I will let you know. But I've enjoyed this. I have enjoyed this. Physio is fine. I should probably send him to the club doctor. Oh, well. Swindon Supermarine next. I mean, we've got to come back for that, haven't we? We've got to come back for that. Thanks for anyone that's been sort of lurking on this stream. Or if you are watching on YouTube, then maybe I will... Maybe I will upload it. Maybe check out the YouTube, of course. I will get a page up which has got my YouTube and Twitter on. I don't actually have it with me. I can't do that. YouTube, of course. KD Gaming. Look it up. Revitalising Villa Save. If you are interested, I may be back tomorrow. I may be. Until then, from me to you. Goodbye.